You're watching Idaho's News Channel 7. This is the News at 10.
People are using it to do things I can't even imagine. You know, they're out and about hiking, they're working, playing, they're being independent for the first time.
That's Boise's Pat Dougherty, and he has quite an invention on his hands, and it is making life a whole lot better for people who use wheelchairs. And not just here in Idaho, but all over the world. It's called the FreeWheel, and it attaches to a regular wheelchair, making it easier for people to get around and gain more independence. Maggie O'Mara introduces us to the inventor and shows us how his FreeWheel is changing lives.
I was injured 6.5 years ago. I was racing motocross, and you know, before my accident I was a real active guy, extreme sports, worked my butt off. After my accident, I still have the same attitude.
But Pat Dougherty admits, even with his great attitude, his wheelchair was limiting.
I was frustrated at how difficult it was to get around. I knew there had to be an easier way.
So he went to work.
About 3 years ago, I built the first prototype.
Inventing this, the FreeWheel Wheelchair Attachment.
It clamps on to your footrest, and see how the casters of the wheelchair are on the ground? Watch what happens when I roll forward. It picks the casters right off the ground, and now I'm a three-wheeler with much more stability and ease of rolling over things that are hard to go over. With a couple of wrenches, you can make it fit almost every chair. When you don't need it, you can just store it right behind you.
Now Patrick's FreeWheel is literally taking off.
I've got people using them in Australia, England, Ireland, Switzerland, Austria, Canada.
Just like that, off I go.
Boise native and Paralympian skier LACEY HEWARD feels most free on the slopes.
I was a two-time medalist in the 2002 Paralympics.
But the FreeWheel has given her a lot more freedom in her chair.
It just totally opens up a whole new avenue for me. You know, being able to go up in the mountains, go up in the foothills.
This weekend, she used it at the St. Luke's Women's Fitness Celebration.
The Women's Fitness Celebration is all about what do you celebrate, and I'm totally celebrating my mobility. It's just been a long time coming for something to make it just a little bit easier to get around. I'm really grateful for it.
I've offered to have all the women using wheelchairs in the 5K event to demo a FreeWheel for free to try it out.
Pat has big goals for his invention.
My vision is to get these things into everybody's hands that needs them and watch them live.
He's changing lives.
That feels good.
That's why Pat Dougherty is this week's 7-0.
Oh, feels good just watching him. If you'd like more information, you can get in touch with Pat by logging on to ktvb.com and clicking on the